offense onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And the pass is incomplete. Dropped the first down attempt here across the middle.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. They make the stop, but a big gain puts them in enemy territory. All spotted at the 48.
A lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Pump over the middle. It's Pena. And he's tackled just short of that 1st down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
He's running out of time here. And he's brought down a sack by the defense coming up big on this 4th down play.
Love the aggressive nature here by this defense on this 4th down. The offense is going for it, and instead of sitting back, they decide to attack that offensive front. They get after him with a lot of bodies, and they're able to come up with that sack.
He'll hand it off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
For the defense coordinator this week, already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Now it's 2nd down here. They'll run the option. He'll toss it to the back. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
What a surprise. Notre Dame running the football for another 1st down. Seems like we've been saying that for decades and decades. The ability to run the football, not just the backs that stand out to me when you think about Notre Dame's history. It's especially true about the line of scrimmage and those big offensive linemen opening up those holes.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Incomplete. Very lucky to avoid an interception there. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. He's going to take off here. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. The offense now operating in empty. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pocket breaking down. This throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Makes the catch downfield. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Scrambling around now, looking downfield.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Incompletion sets up a second down.
This is just one of the game's greatest players of all time. Taking over.
Here's the snap, looking to throw here.
Inside the paint.
He's escaping the pocket now. Breaks loose at the 40. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
Something for you here. Now, you're Boston. You have 3.5 seconds.
Offense in a split backfield now. And looking to throw now on 1st down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guys.
They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Buckeyes line up with a 1st and goal. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. First and goal for the offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State. How in the world do you lose track of the reliable tight end on that play?
The only thing I can think about is the defense is so locked in on the wide receivers or maybe the running game that they just forgot about the tight end. The guy's wide open. That's an easy throw.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They're going to run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Breaks loose at the 40. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down. Solid gain moves the ball to a 48. 1st down play here. And now it's fumbled. What a decision. Touchdown, Buckeyes. On the scoop and score. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. It's 28-10. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 1st down, it's play action. Here's the throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage, but I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And they heave it deep downfield. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a big chunk play on the final play of the period. The Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the 2nd half. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And the coverage team able to bring him down. The Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They've always seemed to have a difference maker out on the perimeter, going way back to Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket, who is dynamic, most recently Chase Claypool. You got to have somebody on the outside who can make plays to have a chance of winning these big games.
Durant, though, so gifted, comes down and just pulls up.
Looking to throw it again.
And knocks it in, but the other end.
Oh, the quick throw. Ball's incomplete.
And then,
well, we always talk about receivers, and if the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to bring it in. But it's hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you like that.
Look to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the catch. Finds just enough space and makes the first down.
I mean,
He continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield. But it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Tries to get it to the running back. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They've got him down at the 3. Big gain in that completion. Notre Dame lining up now for first and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Goes into the end zone.
This
And
time,
it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Stay solid. You have to
Let's see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT is good, makes it an 11-point game, 28-17. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
67 points. 6-3 take it. Drives down and throws it.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start for the 25.
So
Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. First half lead is gone. This game has gotten tighter. There's some urgency now in this possession. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fence, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And it's complete downfield. Tackled at the 35, good enough for a first down. Buckeyes come to the line in their hurry-up.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play. This offense faces a second and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Just gets it away, taking a shot. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, they come close to hitting a big one here to start this second half of the national championship. And even though they missed that, I think it gives you an idea they're going to open up this playbook. You might as well leave it all on the table when you're playing for all the marbles.
here's the handoff.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Slides down to avoid the tackle. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And that sets up a return. And the returner will be brought down. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. It's an option look. He'll pitch it. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well. They bring the punter on the field now. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Kick is away high, headed toward the sideline. That punt heading out of bounds, so there'll be no return here. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. He's going to lose yardage there, force out of bounds, great play by the defense. Offense getting set up, here's second down. Quarterback drops back. We're looking to set up a screen pass here. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator. And a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. On the run, going to heave it downfield. It's intercepted, threw it across his body. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
But just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
They bring him down, but a solid game there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Come to the line for second down and very short now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab. Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
Here's the second down play.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the third quarter. Well, Kirk, Ohio State has the lead here after one. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. For the final period, let's check out the game stats. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They're trying to run it with the option. Pitch play to the back. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Looks left and finds his target there. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about...
And he will score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. That's a huge touchdown. Still trailing, but a one-possession game with that trophy on the line right now.
Well, the national championship's on the line. The offense has done their job, and now it's up to their own defense. Can they get a stop and get the ball back to their offense with a chance to make this thing get really interesting?
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They're going to run it here. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
Makes a nice move there. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Caught in the backfield. It's Pena. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Looking to chuck it again. Snags the quick throw. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed?
And it's intercepted. A crushing play. He's got some room and some blockers here. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot. They maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
Important 2nd down play coming up.
A couple things that really stood out to me here, Chris, on this nice play by the corner. Awareness to be able to see the wide receiver screen, and then the willingness to get involved and run support and make the tackle. Great play.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. It looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a touchdown, Irish. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter. The offense will set up now for the 2-point conversion, trying to extend the lead to 3 points. Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he will not get there. The defense stops him, and so the lead is still 1. Here's the kickoff team now. Set to boot this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Payne. They bring him down after a short gain there.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He bought some time, now lets it go. Oh, and he dropped it. You do not see that very often from this guy. He's going to bring up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's fourth down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
Oh, and they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on down. You guys up front, lines up. It's first down. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Hand off inside, looking for the touchdown. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Still no answer for this offense. That's another touchdown, a dream performance from this running back in the biggest possible stage.
I mean, Chris, we're talking about the national championship. This defense has had a lot of time to prepare. They've heard all about him. In fact, they told us the only chance we have to win this game is we've got to stop their ability to run the ball and stop their running back. So far, they are struggling.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Last time they gambled and lost, went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. Pass rush closing in. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack. Second down play coming up. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they sent a message.
He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment. The sack makes it second down and forever. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And he's got some open field ahead. Return to pick six. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And a pick six. A monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. The kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. On first and 10, looking to throw. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Tight end makes the grab. Goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few yards, but it's short of the first down marker. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on fourth down. There's contact on the throw, but it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge fourth down stop. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions.
A really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side, where they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports